In the 1977 garbage workers strike in Atlanta, Georgia, Maynard Jackson had been projected as the spokesman for all African American people. He was the black mayor of the city, and the media was so enthralled by him that they were asking Maynard Jackson what he thought the garbage workers wanted. They didn't even go to the garbage workers. The garbage workers had no spokesperson. The garbage workers wasn't even a presence in the media, not even the union guys. And so Maynard Jackson made a statement, and this is what we use. He said that all of those people who are having problems with garbage services, they should bring the garbage to a central location. So we thought that we could energize and bring validity to the frustrated people who were wanting to say something about it, because every day people wanted to say something about this damn Maynard Jackson and how these garbage workers supported him in his election and he's betrayed them. But this story wasn't getting out at all. So a group of us decided that we were going to just go around and get the stinkiest, funkiest garbage we could find. And we had a couple of vans, and we loaded that up, and we came to the city hall. That's what we decided, to bring our garbage to a central location, City Hall. We were very careful not to obstruct the ingress and egress to the building, but we dumped the garbage on the lawn right there as the public workers were coming out of City Hall. And it was really interesting to see how they deployed the police against us. The police didn't know what to do. They didn't know whether we broke a law or what we were doing, because Maynard Jackson had stated, and everybody knew that he was saying bringing the garbage to a central location. So we used kind of direct action to bring the garbage there, and they did not know what to do with the city police, but the city police was actually, I heard Maynard Jackson on the whatever public whatever device they had, the city police communication system. Maynard Jackson was actually directing the police to arrest us, and the police was saying, "Well, what should we arrest them for?" He said, "Well, just arrest them, and we'll get them downtown, and then we'll." But they haven't broken no law. What are we going to do with these guys? So Omar, Ujama, and myself, we were in one. Chimaringa Jenga, and some more people were in another one. We had about 4 different garbage trucks, and we were working hard. We moved garbage. We became garbage men. I mean, we dumped about 2 tons of garbage in front of the City Hall in about 25 or 30 minutes. So it took them the time to deploy. At that particular point, then the spokespeople for the garbage workers were beginning to be realized by the administration. I mean, by the city media, who was in the pocket of the administration. But you know, it's a popular way of doing this. I mean, we did it some other places. So, like we've done this at University of Detroit when we were struggling for black studies. This is 1970. What we did is used all of our collective work capacity to do what we ordinarily do. Mm-hmm. Like we all went to the library. During this time, they had card catalogs. So we had about 200 people. We went to the card catalog, took all the card catalogs and put them on the table. Just rearranged it. And then the next day we went over there and took all the books off of the shelves, opened them up like we would ordinarily do if we were doing research, and put them on the table. It incapacitated the library. So this direct action was something that we did. We did get arrested, and they charged us with littering. And we went to court, and the judge was really... The judge's name is Clarence Cooper. He was appointed. He was the first black guy to be appointed to the Georgia Supreme Court. He went to court. Okay. And I went to school with him. Okay. So we walked into the place, and he said, "Eddie, what you doing here?" I said, "Man, they got us charged with littering." He said, "You littered somewhere?" I said, "No, we took the garbage in front of people's houses and put it on the City Hall in response to Maynard Jackson's statement about bringing the garbage to a central location." And he said, oh, y'all did that. He said, oh, he went like this, oh, come back in my chambers. So we came back in his chambers, Omar, Chimarenga, myself, and several others, about 10 or 12 other people there. And he said, I gotta convict you of something. I said, man, the man told us to bring the garbage to a central location. If it's legitimate for people to put their garbage out in front of their house on a public street, it's legitimate for people to bring their garbage to City Hall, especially after the mayor has said so. Mm-hmm. The law does not make any distinction between one public place of this type and the other. He says, oh no, what am I going to do? So he said, I'm going to convict y'all, all of y'all, but I'm going to suspend the sentence. So he just wiggled his way out of it. But those kinds of actions are, important to let people know that there's no such thing as all black unity. There's no such thing as all class unity. When you're talking about emancipation or even self-management. Self-management of what? Of who are you talking about? And how should this take place? So we felt the need to make sure that people understand that Maynard Jackson was not for everyday ordinary working black people in the city, which most people knew anyway by then. They fired most of those garbage workers, a significant number of those garbage workers, and they did, I think, reach some kind of compromise. I don't even know what the compromise was, but the trade union came in and they cut a deal, a minimum deal. Right. But the leaders, the actual garbage workers who were vocal and everything, they fired all of them. But there's some other people they hired, Matter of fact, the funny thing about it is one of the guys, Omar Ujama, later on became a garbage worker. Yeah. And retired on disability.